a non-alcoholic whiskey toast to the years of wasted time. These 5 business secrets ruined me. I mean, Derek and I have been posting on this channel for the last 8 years at this point, talking about how to scale your business, supposedly being experts on all things business, showing you tips on how to start, grow, and scale your own business. But secretly, we've had mentors ourselves. Because after all these years of growing our agency to 7 figures per year, I know I still have so much to learn. In this video, I'm going to teach you 5 secrets that I learned about business through this process over the years that frustrated me to no end when I learned them. And if you listen up, every secret in this video might just save you years of pain and struggle. Most importantly, it's likely going to put more money in your pocket. And if you stay till the end for the 5th lesson, you'll be happy that you did, because it just might be the best one. You are only as good as the team that you build.
I've built a lot of my success off finding these truly gifted people.
Where were you when I needed you, Steve? Did you know that the difference between a good team member and an excellent team member is 10 to 1, if not 50 to 1? This is something that has been studied and is factually true. When I learned this, I realized that we royally screwed up 2 major things when it came to growing our business. Lesson 1. First of all, we thought that we could do everything ourselves, even after we were making enough money to start hiring other people. This worked for a while, but over time, it kneecapped our growth. We hit a limit at about $30,000 to $40,000 per month, and we just couldn't grow beyond that no matter how hard we tried. Only when we took the risk and started reinvesting our earnings in other people could we then understand the second lesson that we learned: the quality of the team. Most agency owners and SMMA dogma and business dogma in general right now says that you should try and hire the most inexpensive team members to preserve your margin. The problem with this, though, is lack of impact. Usually, an excellent, game-changing team member will cost twice as much as a mediocre team member, but the results that they deliver will be 10 to 50 times better. Instead of hiring people that can just simply do the work, hire people that see doing the work as doing the bare minimum. Hire and interview like you're interviewing for the next CEO of Amazon, even if the job is very basic. The results that come out the other side will be so much better, will save you so much time, that it will likely 10 to 50x your business. The second lesson is that you are only as good as the structure of your systems.
We do not rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems.
Where were you the first couple of years that we were in business, James? If you aren't familiar with James Clear, he wrote probably the best productivity book ever written, Atomic Habits. If you haven't read it, do so immediately. Goals are great, but systems will deliver the type of results that you want to see in your business. Businesses and entrepreneurs don't fail because they fail to have goals or forecasts or revenue targets that they want to hit with their business. They fail because they lack the internal motions and mechanisms to deliver the types of results that they want to see. This blew my mind when we read it, and it led to me and Derek completely reimagining the way that we were running our business. For years, we tried to scale our internal team, bringing better people on, but they struggled. After reading this quote, we took a radically different approach, and it fixed everything. Rather than running our business based on verbal instruction and meetings, we revamped every single task that is done inside our agency to run on repeatable processes and systems. These are called SOPs, or standard operating processes. This meant that when we brought people on, this eliminated friction in onboarding, eliminated errors in service delivery, and essentially guaranteed a repeatable result to our clients. Just like when you walk into the Apple store and you buy an iPhone, your iPhone looks identical to the next person's. So does our service delivery within our agency and the results. If you want to copy the exact processes that we use within our agency, if you're running an agency today, check out the link for our Ascension program, which is our advanced program, in the description down below. It includes 80 videos on different topics just like this, as well as individualized one-to-one coaching for success with your agency as well. Third secret that I learned is it doesn't matter how many times you fail, because you only have to be correct once. Derek and I both tried starting a couple of businesses before we started our agency. I remember after my previous venture, a venture called Vita Club, which was a vitamin subscription business, I had lost thousands of dollars, which I invested, which was a lot of money to me at the time, and I was pretty humiliated. I thought that other people were judging me and talking shit, and they probably were. Joke's on them though, because everybody that may have been judging or making fun of me at my failed business ventures up to that point now finds themselves in a pretty unhappy corporate job and a pretty mediocre existence. But for me, that wasn't my last try. It was only the beginning. Every single day in business is an opportunity to place bets. If you're running an agency today, maybe that's the niche that you try, or the outreach method that you use, or maybe it's the way that you deliver your services, or a new strategy for a client. Many of these ideas that you try, or maybe business models that you dabble in, or strategies that you deploy, they're gonna fail, but you only have to be right about one of them. As Cuban says, if you don't try and fail, you're never gonna get to the one that is the success. The next time that you try something big or small and it doesn't work out, don't get discouraged, just smile, because that's just one failure on the way to the one that works. Cheers. Lesson 4 that I learned is from Warren Buffett. You need to have a competitive advantage or build a moat in business.
Capitalism's all about somebody coming and trying to take the castle. Now, what you need is a castle that has some durable competitive advantage, some castle that has a moat around it.
In the capitalistic society that we live in, it's almost impossible to create a product, service, or solution that nobody else can copy. If you find something that's making you a lot of money and you start building your castle, pretty soon somebody's gonna see it under construction and they're gonna try and steal that castle out from under you. That's business and that's life. The beauty of the social media marketing agency model that Derek and I are in, and that we've helped thousands of agency owners find success in as well, is that the barrier of entry is very low. How then do we stop others from stealing our castle? Well, as Buffett explains, you build a moat. Apple is a great example of this. All of their products work together, are premium products, and create what's called a walled garden. They restrict integrations with competing products, ensure that all of their products work seamlessly together, and by nature of this, make it very difficult for you to move off of their platform or to even want to. With an agency though, it's different, and it took me years to figure this out. There are two incredible ways to build a massive moat when it comes to running an agency: experience and expertise. Both of these drive amazing results, which is a great byproduct. The problem though is that many other people can claim that they deliver the same results even if they haven't. I've seen this firsthand. The single biggest thing that drives closed deals for us right now is the fact that we've been delivering services to our niche for 8 years at this point. Nobody else has that. This is a massive competitive advantage. The longer that we run our agency, or that you run your agency if you're in this business, the deeper your moat becomes. The second is the amazing team that we've built. No other agency coming up against us has been able to compete in the slightest bit. While there might be other players in our space or internal resources at many of our clients that also do marketing services internally, our experience, expertise, and expected results are something that every single client wants a part of. This makes it incredibly difficult for anyone else to displace our agency at any of our clients. The last and perhaps most important lesson that I've learned rocked my world when I heard it. Know your strengths and know your weaknesses. Learning this lesson really pissed me off. Here's a drink to the years that I lost trying to solve this problem, not knowing this lesson. For years, Derek and I struggled to manage our growing agency. We had everything. Our team was growing. We were literally able to get clients at will. And in theory, our revenue was literally untapped. Yet, we were struggling to maintain our growth. This is because we had a massive skill gap. See, Derek and I are both what are called visionaries. We're always thinking of new ideas, competitive advantages, new service delivery ideas, or areas of improvement. What we realized after reading the book called Rocket Fuel, which I would highly recommend that you read, was that we were missing the single most important piece of our team: an integrator. An integrator excels at everything that we suck at and don't want to be bothered with. While we think of ideas, they think of processes. While we think of ideas, they think of processes, management, and system optimization. In short, we build the train and the station, and they make sure that the trains are running on time. As business owners, when we first get started, it's necessary for us to do everything. We just don't have the option to find somebody else, let alone pay them what they're worth. This leads to the feeling that we can and should do it all, especially when it comes to managing our business that we build. This only works though until we can't do it anymore. And it's an immensely frustrating process, let me tell you. Our ego got in the way of this for years. We didn't realize that our own human nature, the way our actual minds are built, was the problem. We're just built differently than integrators. After learning this lesson though, Derek and I decided to bring a very expensive but massively, indispensably amazing person onto our team, Danielle. She now runs everything when it comes to the process and operations of our business. This frees us up to do what we actually want to do and what we're best at. And this means that she does what she wants to do and what she is best at. I can't tell you how much more fun it became to run our business and grow our agency after we brought her on and we removed ourselves from the stuff that we were doing but shouldn't be doing. This gets us out of our own way, and most importantly, it gets us out of our team's way that was becoming frustrated with our inability to actually manage the processes when it came to our business. If you're curious for more about this, check out the Ascension program in the link in the description down below and schedule a call to hear more about our program. If you haven't already, an amazing video to watch after this one would be this one right here, where we talk about how to actually fulfill services within your agency.